Good morning, class 11. This is Sanjay Kumar Tiwari welcoming you to e-learning class of St. Michael Higher Secondary, Chhauni, Bettiah. Students, in previous video, I have uploaded videos related to letter writing and I have given homework which I hope you will do in your school copy. If you have not bought the school copy, please go to prep school and buy the school copies and start doing all those homework which I will check when the school is going to reopen. Students, today I have decided to start the first chapter of English grammar for class 11, which is determiners. Students, first of all I would like to tell you about determiners that you have been taught in class 9 or 10. Determiners act like adjectives and are placed before nouns to determine or fix their meaning. One thing very much clear that you know earlier, that determiners are placed before noun and sometimes words like an adjective or adverb come between that very particular noun and determiners. Determiners tell us which one, how much or how many, identify of somebody, something, quantity or number. Determiners include articles, possessive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, indefinite adjectives, etc. Here is a list which are known as components of determiners. First one, a major portion covered by articles a, an, and the. Second one is possessive, my, our, your, his, her, their, its. Demonstratives, these, that, these and those. Indefinite adjectives, some, any, many, much, few, little, less, and some other determiners, one, two, first, third, each, every, all, either and neither. So these are the components, and it's very much clear that article plays a major role in framing the family of determiners. Earlier we were taught articles, but due to some grammatical difficulties or problems, a new grammatical unit was added to our grammatical unit, which is known as determiners. Students, now we shall study one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss about articles. There are two types of articles: indefinite articles a and an, and the last one, the, is known as definite articles. Indefinite articles a and an are generally used before singular countable nouns. This is the first and beginning rule that you have to keep in mind, that we should use a or an before singular countable nouns. A is generally used before singular countable noun started with consonant and gives consonant sound. Example, a hat, a book, a pen. Words beginning with vowel sound, complete vowel sound, I would like to repeat, is given an before it. Example, an egg, an animal, an ink pot. Words beginning with a silent letter H, if there is any consonant, particularly the letter H is there, but it has silent sound, it has missing sound, an is used in place of a. Example, an hour, an honest man, an air. Likewise, words beginning with consonants letters but with vowel sound, again an is used before those nouns in place of a. Example, an MA, an SP, and MP. One more rule is there: if any word is going to start with vowel but gives incomplete or missing sound, we have to use or before that particular noun even if it starts with vowel. A one-man show, a university, a European, a uniform, a union, a unique item, a useful thing, a 1 rupee note, a one-eyed man. All these are the examples where nouns start with vowel but they don't have complete sound. That's why a is used before them in place of an. Students, one reminder is here. We don't use a or an before uncountable nouns such as milk, water, music, beauty, honesty, tea, etc. But we can use a or an before an uncountable noun in a particular sense, often with a different meaning. I want tea. Tea has been used here in a general sense. That's why no article has been used before tea. But if I change the sentence, give me a tea, it means tea stands here for a cup of tea. That's why a has been used. Second rule is there. When we use a or an before an adjective, it is determined by its initial sound. He is an honest man. Here, honest is going to start with consonant letter, but the pronunciation, but the tone, but the sound is missing or incomplete. That's why an has been used. I have already stated and described the rules earlier. Next example is a mobile phone is a useful device. Here U is vowel but it doesn't give complete vowel sound. That's why a has been used in place of, and this rule has also been stated clearly in previous lines, previous rules. Students, these are some important guidelines for using a or an before singular countable noun. The next phase I am going to start is definite article the. The main aim of using the is to specify a person, living or place. It can be used before countable and uncountable nouns. The major difference is that we can use a or an before singular countable noun, while the may be used before both countable and uncountable noun. We use the in the following cases. The first is that when a noun, if it is repeated. If you repeat any noun in the same reference with the first noun, with the same first noun, a or an is used, but when it is repeated, the is definitely used before it. I met a lawyer. The lawyer gave me a good advice. Students, rest of the rules will be taught in next video, so go through it, take benefit of it. If you have any doubt, just you may ask me, you may query me. I am always ready to help and cooperate you. Thank you.